So you remember a few months ago when I made a video talking about my goals for the 2020 Paris to Ancaster? You know, I was gonna come in top 20. I was gonna get super fit for the race, and most importantly, I was gonna beat Pete in the race.
I think that this time around, we're only in February now, that if I do the training, I can make this one happen. So, drum roll please. I'm setting the goal, and I'm going for a top 10 finish this year in the Paris to Ancaster in 2020.
Well, after that video, the world got a little weird. Now in that video, I also teased about a new bike that I was planning on getting for the 2020 season to address some of the major issues that I had seen in my 2017 GT grade. Now that was a sweet bike. I put plenty of miles on it, took it on some sweet adventures, riding from Port Dover and back. It was a 170K day, but the bike still had some shortcomings. Now that was one of the first iterations of the GT grade, and understandably, GT had some missteps. They had some learning to do, and that bike could only accommodate up to a 35C tire, according to their specs. I found you could only really fit up to a 33C to leave yourself even a bit of gap in case you get any mud clogged up in there. Now it also didn't have any mounting points, so for any bike packing trips, it made it pretty difficult to pack the amount of gear you might need. And finally, it was using a quick release. Not ideal for when you want to load the bike down with any extra gear, or if you just want to have something that's reliable on a longer trip. Now I had given up hope of getting a new gravel bike this year. That was until a friend of mine in the industry reached out and said that there was a brand not only willing, but excited to help me out with a bike this year in exchange for some content. So I ordered a bike. And I bet you want to know what bike that is. That was not smooth. This right here is blurred out, and you're not gonna get to see it till it's fully built and assembled. So I guess we'll cue a time lapse. All right, it's 10 to 1 in the morning. I gotta head to bed. I'm exhausted, and I'm gonna have the guys who really know what they're doing finish this bike up. So I'm gonna load this up in the car, keep it safe overnight, take it down freewheel in the morning, and have Zach have a look at it, finish up this bike, and I'll just film. That's what I'm good at. All right, guys, we'll see you in the morning. All right, so it's a couple days later, and I have made it down to freewheel cycle, and I think Zach has got my bike ready to go here. So how was my build, aside from handlebars?
We were not far off. I wrapped the bars there for you, gave me the tape to do that. Moved all the cables back a little bit. Quick check of the bolts, grease the seat post, put a little fiber grip there, a little grease on the headset, and some color match red valve caps, because it's gotta be bling, you know?
Sweet, so, sweet.
All ready to go?
Say hello to my brand new 2020 Salsa Warbird Apex 1 build. Salsa is one of the original gravel brands and has been a standout in the Dirty Kanza and other gravel grinder epics. So I guess I'll start up front. The Warbird features Salsa's wax wing fork with a 12 by 100 millimeter through axle, 3 pack mounts that can be used for bottle cages, bike packing mounts, or a pannier rack for long adventures. The bike comes stock with a 700 by 42C Terravale Cannonball tire, but can also take a 650B by 2.1 inch mountain bike tire. SRAM takes care of the drivetrain with its Apex 1, a 1x11, 11 to 42 tooth cassette with 42 tooth crankset. Salsa chose the TRP brakes with their 160mm Spire C mechanical flat mounts. And finally, the headset is a Cane Creek 40. The frame itself is Salsa's Warbird Carbon V2, which has 4 more mounts for either bottles or bike packing accessories. we good?
Yeah.
We're good. Drivetrain's good? Okay. All right, guys, finally revealed Salsa Warbird Apex 1 build. Love this bike. I'm gonna have a more in-depth review in the next couple of weeks or so, but right now I have a ton of people I have to thank for making this video in the first place. First up, Salsa Canada's for helping me out with the bike this year. That was amazing. And to clarify, I got a bro deal. It wasn't a fully free bike, but it helps. Everything helps. Yohann for spending his Friday night, helped me film the last of the sequence. Christoph for coming out 2 nights with me, shooting drone footage and more FS7 footage, and Freewheel Cycles, Stu Long, Andrew, and Zach in particular over at Freewheel for finishing the bike build and just help me out with the bike in general. So if you like this video, please subscribe. Think about it, because I'm sitting in a gross sweaty jersey multiple nights to get this done. So we'll check you back in the next one. Thanks so much, guys. Let's try that again. Oh my God, nope.
What happened?
I'm so scared of that turn now. All right. That was like the best skid stop I've had.